the sport and commitment to excellence has inspired generations of students and continued to drive his career, which has lasted more than a half-century. A native of Worcester, Massachusetts, Frank started skating in a local rink and found that he had a talent for the sport. He began training seriously in Winchester on weekends, where he stayed at the home of legendary coach Maribel Vinson-Owen.
The first time I met Maribel, her daughters and I were friends. We skated together, and they would say their mother was Maribel Vinson. It didn't mean anything to me whatsoever. It was just a name. I didn't know the history of our sport. And they told me how many times she won the national championship in pairs and singles. And then I thought, oh my gosh, this is, a legend. And then she came into the rink and she started teaching Tenley Allwright. And I said, oh my goodness, she's teaching the world champion. Of course, we all adored Tenley. She was the goddess. And so then I started taking lessons from her, which was an eye-opening and world-changing experience for me.
Frank won the National Junior Bronze Medal in 1959 and the Silver Medal in 1960. It was during this time that Carroll earned a degree in sociology from the College of the Holy Cross. After graduation, he decided to skate professionally and joined the Ice Follies. But soon after joining the Ice Follies, Frank would get some devastating news. On February 15, 1961, the U.S. national team set off for the World Championships in Prague. Among the team were Frank's close friends, including his former coach, Maribel Owen, and her two daughters, both national champions.
I think that when the plane crashed, hope rose out of the ashes of that crash, and we all hoped that we could renew and do something as well or better in the future with our sport, and I think we did.
Frank performed with the Ice Follies until 1964. He was then accepted by the University of San Francisco Law School, but decided instead to pursue an acting career in Hollywood. The movies popular at that time were bonbons like Beach Blanket Bingo and other beach movies that hired a lot of good-looking young people as extras. Bored with the long downtime between films, Frank began coaching to earn some money. A friend recommended him to a rink in Los Angeles, where he quickly made a name for himself. It was here that he began coaching a young skater named Linda Fratiani. She would go on to become his first Olympic team member. As artistic as she was athletic, Fratiani was twice world champion, leading up to the 1980 Olympics in Lake Placid. Favored to win gold, she was edged out by a compulsory figures technician, Annette Putsch, from East Germany. The outcome was controversial, but Linda took home a silver medal and went on to a successful professional career. Frank was now a coach of international importance. He was attracting promising skaters from around the country and abroad, including gifted national champion and Olympian Christopher Bowman, dubbed the Showman for his entertaining programs. Another of Frank's students, Timothy Gable, was one of the first American men to master the quad.
You go back and look at that Olympic Games in 2002, and you watch those quads, all the way through the whole thing. Every jump was, the same and, just as strong and a remarkable performance.
Watching the final skater, Gracie Gold.
Frank's student, Gracie Gold, became a two-time national champion and represented the United States at the Sochi Olympics. In recent years, Frank coached the charismatic young skater from Kazakhstan, world and Olympic medalist Dennis Ten, who became one of his longtime students. Another skater who came under Frank's wing in 1991 was 11-year-old Michelle Kwan.
When I looked at Michelle, I saw a diamond in the rough. I could see under the layers, what could be there, and the grooming that it would take, the interpretation of music, the grace, the mind, the strength, the spring, and the eagerness. I knew right away that's a world champion.
She would go on to be the most decorated figure skater in U.S. history. There would be ups and downs in their 10-year relationship, but even though the loss of an Olympic gold medal was a disappointment, it was a rewarding journey for both of them. But by 2010, it seemed that the quest for a gold medal for one of his students was beyond reach. He had begun coaching Evan Lysacek in 2004. Lysacek was a disciplined young man with an impressive competitive record, but not considered a threat to the Russian skaters. Under Carroll's coaching, Lysacek transformed from a solid skater to a risk-taker, charged by the confidence instilled by his coach.
Gold medalist and Olympic champion representing the United States of America, Lysacek.
At last, Frank could retire knowing he had earned the highest laurels of his sport. But there are rumblings that Evan Lysacek may come back for another shot at the Olympics. If so, Frank intends to be at the boards again. Frank will always be welcome for his talent, integrity, and leadership. Cheers, Frank. We all salute you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our lifetime achievement honoree, Frank Carroll.